Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Hacking Self-Storage. It is Monday morning, so what we do on Mondays is we go for my week in numbers. How it happened, what happened, and am I pleased with it? For each of my 4 sites, soon to be 5. I think we're opening in 2 weeks today at Mansfield. Really, really excited. Let's start with Mansfield first of all. Last week, we had 15 quotes from Mansfield, which was wonderful because we haven't done any pay-per-clicks advertising whatsoever. It's just people driving past and seeing the sign. So I'm over the moon with that. But what I'm more impressed with is that we've had 5 reservations last week, and one of those reservations was for 1,200 square foot minimum. 1,200 square foot minimum, which is absolutely fan daddy dodo. And it's a company they could be in a long, long time as well. So 1,200 square foot. Brilliant. So when we open, we're going to open with over 2,200 square foot moving in on day one, which is incredible. I always remember talking to Ben at Attic and him telling me, oh yeah, when we opened here, we have a list of people moving in like 6,000 square foot. I'm like, how the fucking hell do you do that? And it turns out we can do it. I reckon we're going to have well over 3,000 square foot opening, not in London, in Mansfield when we open. I've just messaged Janice today and said, hey, listen, I think like we're going to have to do phase 2 really, really quickly. We've only got I think 19,000 square foot to go at. And if we have 3,000 or 4,000 done within the first week, then that is incredible. And the conversions are fantastic. 5 reservations out of 15 quotes. So we're hitting 33%, which is awesome. Is it 33%? Anyway, don't do public maths, remember? Right. So yeah, I'm over the moon. Don't forget, subscribe to my newsletter, mrselfstorage.com. I do a tip of a day every single day regarding self-storage operations, etc. And I basically live for Curtin on how well we're doing, if it's good week, good day, bad day, whatever, the previous day. Absolutely love doing it. Had some amazing feedback as well. So let's start with Willoughby. Willoughby, the big old site. I tell you what, let's start with how much we took last week. It was £35,773 we took last week across Wrexham, Clough Road, Beverley, and Willoughby. And it was, I think I've already mentioned it, a record-breaking week because we did 35 reservations across the 5 sites, which is incredible. 35 reservations. We've never, ever done more than 30 in a week before. So 35 at the end of October. It's incredible. Right, so let's have a look. And we only did, I think it was 3 online reservations out of the 35. 4 online reservations out of 35. So that was 11%. Jack, he did the most reservations with 10 out of the team. James did 9. Katie did 7. Angela did 3. And Claire, my wife, did 1. She only works 1 day a week. Although, should have been 2? I don't know. Anyway, so Willoughby figures. So last week we had 24 quotes. We got 9 reservations out of them 24 quotes. So the quotes are a little bit lower than where I want to be. A little bit, not worrying, but we want to fill the pipeline up with loads and loads of quotes. So obviously having less quotes is a bit of a concern. So only 24 quotes last week, which really want to be in the 30s all the time. Not a major concern, but something certainly to keep an eye on. So that was a conversion rate of 38%. Quotes to reservations. We had 8 move-ins, so that's a conversion rate of quotes to move-ins of 33%. We had 870 square foot moved in and 660 square foot moved out. So we was up 210. Now, square foot moved in 870. At Willoughby, I do want it to be over 1,000 square foot every single week. So a little bit below where we want to be. The Luton van was rented out 4 times as well. So we had 10 internal rooms move in, 8 move out, so that's 337. Containers, we had 2 containers moved in and 1 container out. So we got 52 containers rented out. I think we're nearly full on the container front. Store occupancy is 78.81% full. So I'm rounding that up. It's 79%. And so we're near. I would have obviously loved to be around about 85% going into the winter or more, but it is what it is. Next, the insurance. We took £45,000 worth of insurance. So that actually divided itself to an average of £5,625 per move-in. We want to be hitting that £6,000 mark. So we want to be hitting that £6,000 mark per move-in. Number of move-ins due this next week. Only 550 due and 970 due to move out. So according to this, we're going to be 420 square foot down next week. But I always say that we should add another 500 square foot-ish 400 to 500 square foot moving in, with people obviously doing on reservations and moving in this next week. So hopefully, Clough Road. Now, although Clough Road lost square foot last week, it's looking like it should have a super duper week this week. So 26 quotes at Clough Road. Again, I want it to be around about 30. We did 11 reservations at Clough Road. So really good on the reservation front at Clough Road. That's a 42% conversion, quotes to move-ins. And quotes to reservations. We did 7 move-ins last week, so that's a conversion rate of 27%. So really good on them conversion rates. We moved in 575, but we moved out 860. So 285 square foot down. Only about a minute. Oh, I thought it was some money. I just put some jeans on, and sometimes, you know, when you put jeans on, you find a note in your pocket. You're like, oh, yes, come on, today's going to be a good day. And it was a receipt. Damn it. So insurance. I don't know if I've mentioned this. Yeah, £55,000 worth of insurance sold. So that's an average of 7,857. So really, really good on the insurance front. So happy with that over the £6,000 mark. Next week's move-ins, we're due to move in 760 square foot. And we're due to move out 50 square foot. So it could be a really, really good week for move-ins. Fingers crossed. Beverly, 9 quotes last week. We got 4 reservations, sorry. So that's a conversion rate of 44% again. Move-ins, we had 3 move-ins. So that's a conversion rate of 33%. We had 285 square foot moved in, and we had 35 square foot moved out. So it was up to 50 last week at Beverly. 3 people moved in, 1 person moved out. So that's 82 units full. We're 90% full, 89.62. But God damn it, I am rounding up. So we're 90% full. Really, really good there. Really over the moon. Beverly, 90% full going into October and going into November. So yeah, really, really good there. £18,000 worth of insurance sold. That is £6,000 on average per move-in. Move-ins due this next week. We've got 2 move-ins due for 100 square foot and 1 move out for 35 square foot. So we're definitely above that 90% mark moving into November. So yeah, really, really happy there. I'm really happy with all my sites. Well, not all my sites. Clough Road, we've had a negative month at Clough Road. So apart from that, here's another one that I'm really chuffed with. Wrexham, 17 quotes last week, 6 reservations. That is a conversion rate of 35%. We had 5 move-ins for a conversion rate of 29%. 310 square foot moved in and 320 square foot, 10 square foot moved out. So we netted 320 square foot. So really, really good. Insurance, not so good. Average of 4,400. The amount of move-ins due this next week are 5 for 765 square foot. Fucking bonkers. Absolutely brilliant. So that is a net, and there's no move-outs are due either. So we're supposed to have a really, really good month. I'm going to try and see if I can tell you what occupancy it is, because I do have that information somewhere, but we've added more square footage. We just added loads of containers, so it won't be particularly good, I don't think. Yeah, so we have, we're 77% full, 77.8. 77.8% full. We've got 1,900 square foot to go at. So by the end of this week and the next week, I tell you what, it could be a lot better. A lot better. And we've added loads of square foot as well with containers. So really, really, really happy there. I'm going to do a deep dive into Wrexham because we've had it now for over 6 months. And I want to tell you what it was when we first opened it. I'll probably do it sometime this week. How much rent was taken this week. When we took over, how much was taken and how much we're taking now, because there's been a massive improvement. We've increased the revenue and we have we've increased the revenue and decreased expenses. So a win-win. So I want to talk about it this week. So I think, one, it's nice to pat yourself on the back every now and again, but also it's a framework for what everybody can do. You don't necessarily have to buy a self-storage facility. You can look at your operations right now and you can increase your revenue by simple revenue management. And it makes a huge difference. We've increased the profit of this place. I think it was making £10,000 before. And now, if we use this month going forward, or November is what we project to be taking in November, I reckon we've increased profit by 5 times, 500%. Because I reckon we're going to make 60 grand this year, or 50 grand. So massive, massive difference, massive. And it's just simple revenue management. And it is like patting myself on the back, but I don't care because you should be proud of it. I should be proud of it, and I am proud of it. So there, I am proud, and I'm going to tell you all about it. All right. Right. Google Analytics. We had 396 website visitors last week, which was good. And we got 31 reservations across the Stormore branding. Don't forget, Beverly doesn't include a Stormore because Beverly is beverly24.co.uk. So that is an 8% conversion rate from website visitors. So incredible data there. Incredible. Last week, we did a deep dive into the sales funnel website visitors, how many people of them visitors should get a quote. And it was really, really good. I got some amazing feedback from that. So really, really happy. Is there any other information that I can tell you that I haven't told you? Let's have a look at the Stora interface. The gross revenue is down at Clough Road, which is a little bit upsetting. But then occupancy is down massively. We're 67% occupied, 67.7, and 30 days ago we were 73.47. So we've took an absolute beating in October for Stora. However, every other site has performed really, really well. I don't think we'll end down in any site. Beverly up, Wrexham obviously up, and Willoughby should be up as well. And then can't wait to open Mansfield. Really, really excited by Mansfield. All right, my friends, I think that is everything I've got to tell you. I will be doing a podcast tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. So you can't get rid of me. All right, my friends, love you. Appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.